Hey guys, Thompkins-Robsinson here of Girl Get Visible, and I am here to talk to you about something a little bit different than what we have been talking about. I know we've been talking about, so I normally talk to you guys about SEO and getting you out there, getting you found, getting you visible, all the great things. But today, I want to talk to you a little bit about one of my favorite tools, like one of my new favorite tools, a new tool I've been using, right? And I think I should be talking to you more about tools. So you will see more tools videos. Tell me what you think about them, like in the comments and stuff like that. And the reason why, I know we talk about SEO. I know we talk about visibility strategies. I know we talk about getting out there, getting found and getting visible, but I also want you guys to have some really good sustainable businesses so that when people find you and they come to you and they work with you, that you are giving them all the things that are really making their experience wow and will make them want to share, make them want to talk about it, make them want to come back to you over and over and over again. So that is why I am going to be talking to you guys about some of the tools that I'm using and taking the time to really go into that, right? So let's talk about one of the new tools I've been using for my last course. So about a few months now, and I've used it from both sides, which is what I'm going to talk to you guys about. I used it as a consumer of it, like on the taking the course side. So a coach that I was working with last year this time, believe it or not, was using this, and so I was able to experience it as a user. And then when it was available to the public, I decided to grab it up. Now, disclaimer, I do know the founder of this product. I know both the owner and founders. There are a couple, Lindsay, who's a really good friend of mine, but this is not a sponsored post. I purchased it on my own, and so I am doing this because I think it's something a lot of us need to know and need to start using and hearing about and working with, right? So I wanted to do a quick review of Hello Audio. Now, Hello Audio, even since I purchased it, when I purchased it, it was just for private podcasts. They have since gone and started doing public podcasts, so you can use it for public podcasting and getting it out there to all the places. But my specific use for it and what I'm going to be talking about is the private podcasting part of this. And I think it's just such an amazing thing. It's funny because I've been saying I'm going to do this for a while. I never gotten to do it. And one of the things that prompted me today, literally, I was driving I need to get this out here because, like I said, I've used it as a user before in taking a course, right? And I'm now using it for my course with this particular round of my Get Found, Get Visible SEO bootcamp, right? So I'm using it for my course, so my folks are able to use it. And then I just happened to sign up for another course, like completely unrelated to this one. Happened to sign up for another course, and they're not using it. And boy, you know how you don't know what's missing until it's missing? I miss it, right? So, and the other course when I took that was using this, one of the things and one of the really advantages to having a private podcast is that your audience, your customers, your students, whatever label you give them, they will be able to take your training with them anywhere. And so it literally, you give them the audio, and I'm going to show you guys a little walkthrough in a minute. You give them the audio, they can then go into any of their favorite podcast apps. So, there's a couple that they can choose from. So like Apple is mine. Apple, I think Spotify, there's a couple of different ones that they can choose from. But they can go into the app, they can sign into the podcast, they get a private link that is only available for them. And I'm also going to show you how you can turn it off and turn it on, which is important to me because I run a membership. So sometimes if somebody's like, if it's a course, you want to give them the whole thing, right? If it's a membership, then you have the problem of, can that person keep it even after they leave the membership? And so I've tested this out, and no, they cannot. So this has already been tried and true. I've already tested this out for us, right? So the person can put it on their app, and then they can start listening to it. And let me tell you, I know some people would probably say, well, I want people watching my videos and not just listening to me on audio. I want them to make sure to have the full experience. Here's what I realized today. So today I had to go for a pretty long or longish drive, probably about a 45-minute each way drive. literally to drop something off. So I was in a car for about almost close to 2 hours, literally for a quick drop off. And while I was going, I wanted to listen to this particular new training that I just signed up for, right? So I had the video on, but here's what kept happening. I had the video on playing in the car, but every time like the phone would lock up or someone would call, or if I need to look for directions, I just kept knocking myself back out of this program, knocking myself back out of the course. And it's using a very popular platform, but this is just how video goes. If I went to go look at what was going on Facebook real quick, or if I went to go, like I said, look at my maps real quick, whatever I went to go do, if I touched something, I would lose the training and have to log back in or get back to that screen. And it just was a little inconvenience. And I'd already kind of felt it because I wanted, like, washing dishes or grocery shopping. I listen to things all the time. And that's how most people are. Most people are multitasking. Most people are doing things. Yes, you want them to watch your videos and get into your course platforms, but one thing I've learned, and I learned it myself as a user, and I'm now learning it myself with my students, is that people still need to be enticed into listening to or into watching. So while somebody may not have the time to sit down and look at the video, if they hear it on audio and you say in the audio, okay, I'm going to show you guys this, that will entice them to go back to the video and watch it. And so when we think about the consumption, which is what we really want people to consume our courses, consume our content, and do the work, right? So when I think about the consumption, first I got to get them consuming it before I can get them to doing the work. So I think in today's day and age, with so many people taking so many courses, so many things going on, we got Clubhouse, right, which is all audio, that giving people this extra chance, this extra advantage of being able to listen to your training and then go back to the video and go back to the parts that they need or that they want to, be able to experience, being able to just go like episode after episode after episode, I think that just gives people that extra thing that they need to help them to actually finish consuming what you gave them. So that is one of the things that to me really is the selling point for Hello Audio, is that you can really help people to consume more by giving them options and being realistic, like real talk. Realistically, not everyone's going to have hours and hours and hours to just watch your course. While I would have loved to sit and watch the video of the course that I was looking at today, I did not want to take and waste my 2-hour drive doing nothing. I wanted to be able to use that time to finish what I'm doing, because I knew once I, did that, I would come home, had other stuff to do. Same thing I do like when I'm washing dishes or when I'm grocery shopping. Like I said, I listen to things as I'm grocery shopping. Yes, I can listen to a podcast, a regular podcast, but I'd love to do and consume all of the things that I have brought and purchased and stuff like that. And so I realized that for myself. But then I realized it for my students too. I've got students who are in the medical field. I've got, students who are, generally out and about and doing other things, people, moms. I got all these people who have busy lives, and they really love the advantage and the choice to listen, hear what I'm teaching them. And then when they go back to watch the videos, they know exactly the parts that they need to pay closer attention to. Or like I said, they hear what's something good I cover and they're like, okay, I need to make sure I go back and listen to that. So I'm going to tell you guys that using something like Hello Audio, I believe, and again, this is me, no disclaimer, not sponsored, but I believe is going to really help your students to consume the course more. So if you're looking for something, how do I get my people to consume more? How do I get my people to be more engaged? How do I get my people to actually finish the course that they started, right? If you're looking for something like that, I'm going to tell you guys to look into Hello Audio, which is this private podcasting platform. So I'm going to give you guys a quick behind the scenes-y kind of look at it, right? Let me do a share screen. All right, so I already pulled up my Hello Audio. You guys can see, right? And I've only got one in here, which is my Get Found, Get Visible Bootcamp. I'll eventually be putting my membership in here too, but I wanted to try it first with this particular audience. So, and you see it's set to active. The type is by date. I forgot what the other options are. Let's look, right? we'll do the create a new feed, right? So private or public, I'll only be using it for private since I do have other public hosting. I don't plan on moving my entire anything, but I really think the advantage is the private for me and for courses, for what I'm the use case that I'm giving you guys. I think the advantage is really for private. Also, and I'll tell you guys this is coming, so you may want to get on my list in case you haven't heard this yet. I plan on doing my audiobook soon, so an audio version of my SEO workbook. And I think if you have an audiobook that you want to sell and not only use Audible, so I want to give it to my students and I want to be able to sell it and not only depend on Audible, I think this might be a good option for it. I'm probably going to come back. Let me know in the comments if you guys want me to, when I test that part out, if you guys want me to do that and come back and report on how it goes. But I've heard people, this is the first time I heard the book idea, which is my idea, right? Book idea is my idea. First time I'm hearing that one, but I know people are using it for opt-ins, like for freebies. People are using it for their courses, of course. So I think this could be for a couple of things, but definitely the book is one that I'm thinking of myself because you can regulate access. You can give people individual links. Like you can do more, and like I can make sure that other people don't share. Because that was my thing. I was going to just deliver people audio files. But I'm kind of like, I don't want them to be able to take the files and then give it to a friend and give it to a friend and give it to a friend. Here, I believe I can regulate that. So let me show you guys what it looks like, right? So if I was setting up my new feed, I would put in the title. I would say if I want it instant, meaning all of it. Drip, meaning I think I can set like how many days apart, or date-based. My course is date-based, so I wanted it to be date-based. Although I'm going to show you guys, I haven't really used the date as much as I could have, but I will be using it. Author is me, right? Linked, if I wanted them to sign into a page for the course or anything like that, I could put that there. Little description. This is the description that will show up in the app. So when I pull it up in like my Apple or something like that, this is a description that'll show up. So I would say like, private course for blah, 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 right? And then an image, which is again, what would show up in the thing. And then I can save the feed, right? So I'm not going to do that because we already got one set up. And then once I go in, so this is what it looks like. This is the Get Found, Get Visible Bootcamp. I created a little square. It's, just a regular square artwork for it. I could go in and edit it. I could go and duplicate it. So if I wanted to create a new feed for my next round of the bootcamp, I can do another feed for them. I can go in there, like the name, all that stuff. You guys saw that. Then I can start uploading episodes. And this is where it gets good, right? You can upload audio or video and as many as you need. So I already have got a couple of episodes that I need to put out there that I downloaded earlier. So I'm literally just going to drop all of these, right? My boot camp is it's a 21-day boot camp to delivered 5 days at a time. So 1 week at a time. So I'm just going to put all these in here. All right. And you guys see just that quick, I almost missed it for a minute. Just that quick, you'll see all my files are here, right? And they are currently loading up and stuff. Now, right now, these files are here, but they're unpublished to the people who have access to the feed. So I don't want to, if I wanted to do the date drip, I'm going to show you guys how I would change that. But I could just easily upload them all and then come in here and click them off one at a time. So they won't be published. Like I'm going to publish the week 3 recap real quick. And now it is published and it would be available in the app to everyone who has access to this download. If I wanted to change the date and time, I can go in and edit it. And I could put some notes if I wanted to put some show notes there. I normally don't personally. I can generate a transcript if I need to generate a transcript for this. I can go in here and now this is where I can edit the date that it can be. So I can make something published, but make it out for like tomorrow or next week. And that's the week that's the day it will show up for that person in their podcast app. So I can put this like, 15, and then I can publish that and it would come up. And you see it kind of reordered when it kind of refresh for me. But now, so they can get to week 3, and then I'm going to go in here and make sure, I'm actually missing some days, as you guys can see, but I'm going to go in here and make sure we've got, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20 in order. I could literally just click these on, and boom, now I'm publishing them for my people, right? And then I'll go back. This is 11. This is 12. I'm going to rename these because they don't line up with the other names that I have. So there, just that easy. I've now renamed this, and my day 11 now lines up and looks like the rest of them, and I could easily just do that. And the day 11 was a video, so that's why it doesn't have the MP3. When I uploaded it was a video, and I can do the same thing if I want it for day 12. So boom, everything's now in there. And I just made it all live. So now everyone who has access to this is now seeing, the thing actually already added up, right? The other really good thing that I love is this little part right here. So you can see here, and I'm not going to show you guys all of it because I want you to see all my users, right? But you guys can see all my users are on the list. And then you can go into any of the users, and I can see who I sent it to. This is one of my email addresses, so this is me, right? I can see who I sent it to. I can see that they activated it. I can see however many episodes that they've downloaded thus far. And I can enable or disable. And this is super important because this is where I can say, you're no longer a member, and I can literally turn it off. And what it does, and I've tested this out on my thing, when I turn this off, they no longer have access to it. So if they stop paying, like if it's a monthly plan or something like that, they stop paying, or if they're a member and they decide to leave the membership, I can turn off their feed. And I can have one for each person that is coming in here. Once I set them up, and I'll show you guys how to add a listener in a minute. Once I set them up, it sends them an email that says, hey, you now have access to this private podcast, and it gives them an option of what apps they can open up with, right? So to add a listener, I can either I can put up to 1,000 email addresses, and I can do this more once. I can do that 2,000. I can go in and do 2,000, but I can do 1,000 email addresses and just plop them in here, right here, right. Just like this. And then this is the email, so I can see a preview of the email that they'll get. Oh, it already sent it to me, so send me a preview. But I could tell it to, send me a preview. And this is pretty much what it looks like. I could change the text, but it actually has the picture on the side. It actually looks pretty good when it comes in the email. And then I can add that person. And now that person, like I said, now has access. I can export everyone who has access and where they are as a CSV. I can edit my listeners, so making them enable it, activating it, a subscription page available. So if I wanted to let them subscribe once and subscribe to the whole thing so they can always get like updates, instead of me putting them in manually, I can give them a subscription page. I can see the listener stuff. So I can see a couple of stats and things about them. They do have more stats coming soon. So you see here the little more stats coming soon. They've also done some really cool things that I have not even played with yet, where they are now or very soon, they have some integrations coming. They have already the Zapier integration that's coming. They have another one coming. I think it's with Discord. It is coming, but they have some things that are coming down the pipe. They're developing pretty fast, pretty quickly. This is, like I said, this is new. Like last year when I took the course, this was not even here yet. It was not fully available. I think I wound up getting it over the summer right before it launched to the public, and it launched to the public at the end of 2020. So already you can see how much development they've had going on with it, how much they've been doing it. And overall, I mean, it's such a simple interface and such a simple tool, but the impact of it is so amazing that you can now deliver your entire course to someone in audio format. And to me, like, while I do have videos, I do have everything set up in my membership portal and all of that good stuff, what's really helpful and important to me is that now I can also deliver to them in this way, which will help them to continue to consume it, continue to watch the whole thing, and really like go back when they need things. So I thought this amazing tool. Kudos to Lindsay and her husband and her team for the work that they have done on this. Hopefully you guys will enjoy it. I'm going to put a link at the bottom. I do have an affiliate link, so I've got to tell you, it's an affiliate link. I'm going to put that affiliate link at the bottom. Whether you use the affiliate or not use the affiliate, I definitely want you guys to give Hello Audio a whirl. One thing I did not mention was the price. I know someone's thinking, how much is it, Akila? So let me just switch back on over and see if I can grab the price for you guys. I don't know, since I'm logged in, I might not see the price. And I got a lifetime deal when I got it. So yeah. So currently the price, which is still pretty good, is $12 for a starter. I'm on the Pro, which is $30, and the Powerhouse is $70 a month. And then you guys can see, go over here to compare plans. And of course, they've got, like most places, they've got the monthly and the annual. So comparing the plans, the starter gets you 1 feed, unlimited episodes, unlimited listeners, which is really what you need, right? The unlimited part, instant release, 1 instant release feed, 1-click listener access, listener management, automatic video to audio conversion, and the Zapier integration I mentioned. The Pro, which is the one that I have right now, gives me 3 feeds, a date-based feed, dripped feeds, and 1 public feed if I want to do public. And then the Powerhouse gives you unlimited private feeds, unlimited transcripts, 2 public feeds, and premium support. So, and they also have a Facebook group. So even if you just want to hear more about how people are using it, I definitely would recommend. I'll put that in the notes too. I definitely recommend going into the group and kind of learning more about it. So they got the monthly, which I told you was $12, $30, and $70. They've got the annual, which is $10, $25, and $59. And to me, this is an amazing add-on for any of your programs. Just making this available to people is going to make them consume more, which is going to have them talking about you more. We talked about getting visible. One of the best ways to get visible is to have people talking about how great your things are. And so this is definitely, I think, going to help with that and really pay for itself. If you really are into giving your course and your students, your members, whatever, like I said, you call them, if you are into giving them like a premium experience, this is definitely a very affordable way to give a premium experience, which is another thing that I really like. So that was it. That was my little take on this tool. Let me know what you guys think. Don't forget to like and subscribe, comment. Let me know if you've tried Hello Audio, if you plan to try Hello Audio. If you're one of my folks who actually using Hello Audio for my programs, let me know how you like it. Let me know all the things in the comments, and I will see you guys in my next video. Bye, guys.